Part 3. Now, this is when I started actually diving into YouTube videos on narcissism. Yes, Andrey Drozdov is the biggest narcissist I've ever been with. You want to know why? He tells me all the time, it's never been about me, it's always been about you. Well, if it's always been about me, then how come when I'm sick, or I'm in pain, or I gotta go to the hospital, or I lose a baby, you do the blame game? Or, I'm always broke because of you. Well, I don't spend any of your money. I don't physically go into your bank account and spend your money because I don't have access to your bank account. Who says, what are we doing this weekend? I said, I'd rather sit home and watch TV and cuddle with you. Well, let's go out tonight. That's a Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. Every weekend. It was, let's go bowling, let's go play pool. Well, bowling was $15 per person, and he would drink. I would have to drive home because I was a DD all the damn time. Last summer, it was my son's first time ever going bowling. Now, my boyfriend, Andrey Drozdov, gets up. I could go to the bathroom. Okay. It's Andrey's turn. So, my son and I are sitting at a table. My son goes, when is he going to go? I said, I don't know. I don't see him. 5 minutes later, I look down the bowling alleyway, and I see him at another table. Bullshitting around. Arm wrestling. I got up. I said, it's your turn. Let's go. He's like, okay, give me a minute. 20 minutes go by. I get up again. I'm like, look, my son's here. It's family day at night. Not you arm wrestling complete strangers. And the girl goes, oh, you better go. Go be with your family. I don't want to ruin your son's night and stuff like that. And he goes, okay. And he goes, God, you ruin everything. You don't know how to have fun. I was like, yeah, I do. But when my son is here, it doesn't mean you go off and go arm wrestling. He bowls and he goes right back to the table. I go, then my son goes. We're right back to square one of him coming up missing. Then I told him, I'm fucking leaving. And he goes, why? I said, because you wanted to go bowling with the two of us. Where does arm wrestling come in the picture with complete strangers for the two of us? That's my son's first night of going bowling. And he ruined it. My son goes, this ain't fun. And I was like, what do you want to do? He's like, I want to go home. So I get ready to take the car because he's drunk off his ass. I told him, I said, if you're not putting on your shoes by the time I'm leaving, then your ass can walk home. And I got ready to go to the car. He took the car keys, jumped in the car before I could even get to the car, and takes off. Goes across the street, goes to the pool hall, telling me, come on, let's go to the pool hall. I'm like, I can't. My son is 12. Colton cannot go inside the pool hall. He has to be 21 or 18. He's none of those. Why don't we go home? Spend time with him. He gets there. Lets me walk. It's already midnight. Lets me and my son walk on a street that doesn't have no street lights. A lot of people were stopping. A lot of people were slowing down, following me. Yeah, me being a mom, I started to panic. And then, as soon as the pool hall closes, he comes home, backs in, and crashes. I tell him the next morning, you're a piece of shit, you know that? And he's like, what do you mean? I said, my son's first time of wanting to go do something that he's never done before. You ruined it for him. That's exactly what he said at the bowling alley. You ruined it for him. And he's like, how? I was like, because you came up missing multiple times when it's your turn, making us wait because you want to go arm wrestle other fucking people. And then you tell me I ruined everything for you. No, you ruin shit for yourself. And then this is where the narcissists come in. I'm sorry, I won't do it again. I love you. Please don't leave. I had him sit in front of me on my desk, crying to me, telling me on how sorry he is. He didn't mean to hurt my feelings. I won't do it again. I've heard that over 25 times. 25 times. Oh, I won't do it again, I promise. It didn't mean anything. I didn't do it. I love you. You're so pretty. Why don't we go watch a movie? Or why don't we go watch a movie at the movie theater? Or why don't we go do something you want to do? That's what I got. That's a narcissist. And he also was in college before he went to NTC. He was doing a class. I was very supportive. Stuff that he needed to record, I recorded. Stuff he needed help on, I was there. I got him a damn desk, for Christ's sakes, so he can have his laptop and do his schoolwork on the same desk. I got a big desk. Heavy-duty, durable desk. Something I paid for, but yeah, I don't use it. I'm not in school. I don't need a desk. All my bills I pay online. So therefore, why do I need a desk? Got the desk for him. And he was going to the gym Monday through Friday. Well, Monday through Thursday, going to the gym. I was going with him. Then NTC gets here. He ends up has to put his school on pause for the military. Put the gym on pause. Gets back. I asked him, when are you going to the gym? Oh, not today. Oh, not today. Maybe tomorrow. Well, tomorrow come. I asked him for 3 months. Let's go back to the gym. I was going with him. He would want to take gym pictures, after gym pictures. We did all that. For 3 months I was asking him, let's go back. No, I don't feel like it. Then he blames it on me. It's all your fault. How is it my fault that you didn't want to go to the gym? I asked you for 3 months. You kept telling me no. So it's not my fault. It's your fault. What about school? Oh, that's your fault too. How is you not going back to school my fault? Because it's not like, oh, I don't want you to go get a new rank. I was pushing him to try to get more involved in school so he can get his whatever rank he gets next. A corporal, a sergeant, something. Something. This man has been a specialist since 2018? Yeah, 2018. He's been a specialist. Probably before that too. And he hasn't furthered his education to be a specialist. Why he was in New York, he didn't study for school. Didn't go to the gym. When he went to Hawaii, he was going to the gym maybe once or twice a week. Wasn't in school. So it has nothing to do with me. I've been here since November 12th. In Texas. By Fort Hood. Let's see. Who is it now? Me, right? But you left November 11th. Or the 12th. You've had all this time to go back in the gym. Now since he's deployed, he's been hitting the gym every night. Oh, and then he volunteered himself for the USO so he can get either a coin or something for that. And then he volunteers himself. Oh, and then he got mad because he couldn't go to a concert because a battle buddy didn't want to go with him. Because going off post on Poland, you have to have somebody else go with you. But he blames me for everything. He cannot take the fault. And I'm not the only girl he's blamed. He's blamed Sarah Wolf for leaving him. He's like, oh, she left me for another man. All these girls that wrote me on Facebook, I told them about, oh, that's not what happened. They did that to themselves. But I'm telling you right now, when a girl is with a man and another girl goes to that woman and that man is now an ex to that woman, we ain't gonna lie. We have nothing to lie about. We don't hide shit. I know, I went through this with my son's dad's new baby mama. I told him how he was. Oh, he doesn't do that to me. Bam. 2 years later, she ends up in the hospital just like I did. Because I tried to warn her. But see, none of the girls that knows him, I wasn't on his Facebook for a long time for Facebook showing that I was in a relationship with him. When we finally got into a relationship on Facebook instead of real life, that's when shit came out of the woodworks. That's when people started writing me on Facebook. And then it went to Instagram. A lot of women was blowing my Instagram up about him. I had Shar. I had a girl named Julie. I had a lot of other girls. I can't remember the names because there's a lot of them. I had his Korean ex-girlfriend that he claims that they weren't really dating. He was using her as a tour guide. And I was like, if you're not dating, then why do you say she's your girlfriend of 8 months in Korea? But you guys weren't dating. It doesn't make sense. And you were using her for sex and a tour guide. And you told me that you had a somewhat of a threesome with her. And when I wrote her and some of the stuff that he was telling me that they did, she was telling me no, he didn't drink because he knows that I had something wrong with my stomach. I can't drink alcohol because of it. So he wasn't drinking. And no, he wasn't treating me the way he is with you. And no, we didn't do any butt stuff like he claims he does with her. He claims with her that they did all sorts of different things and stuff with her mouth on him when, according to her, none of that crap happened. Because she said the stuff that he's saying that she's done to him, she goes, we barely had sex. I barely saw him. Right there, another lie. Just like when I told him that his so-called losing his virginity on a deployment, that she's lying. Just like this Julie chick is lying. Just like Shar's lying. Everybody's lying but you. You can't admit to crap. You can't be honest with somebody. You know, honesty, loyalty, and trust goes a long way. And communication. Oh my God, he sucks on communication. I can't stand him for not communicating. If I left my house, it's not because I want you to know. If I left my house and who I'm in the vehicle with, or where I'm going and what I'm doing, it's so if something ever happens to me, you know my last location. I've been doing that since my very first marriage. My marriage is 5 years. But because of our communication together and the stuff that we were going through together, it wasn't just me and him. We had his mom. And his mom likes to play the victim. And his mom likes to blame me for everything. Yeah, that's another story. I took a total of 6 years of dealing with that crap with my ex-husband. So yeah. I think my picker is broke for men. Now I'm going to be alone because since he's left, I've been a lot happier. I've had my ups and downs. Yeah, I still stayed with him through him going to New York, through him going to Hawaii, through him going to this deployment, all the way until early this morning. I was with him from October 19th of 2021 until early this morning. I was with him. A couple days ago, I was in the hospital. I fell. I tripped on the carpet in my kitchen. I busted the back of my head open. It's the reason why my ponytail is not way down there. It's way up here because I never have my hair up this high. I fell and I hit the side, not this side, but my other side, on the corner. And I was put in the hospital. I was put in a medically induced coma. I had swelling on my brain. I had a tube put in my back of my head to drain out the extra fluid caused by the swelling. I had a lot of MRIs and CAT scans done of my brain. I had to have, I think, when I woke up, they told me 8 stitches. I'm not sure. I go in next week to have them taken out. There's a lot of stuff of my memory. It's foggy. I don't remember why I fell. I don't remember anything of those few days before. The only stuff I remember is going through my messages to Andrey Drozdov and reading that last time I actually carried a conversation with him was last Friday. And I go to his Instagram and bam, he puts a new Snapchat up. That smells fishy. And he goes, oh, I talk to a lot of guys on there. It's just much easier talking on that Snapchat. Lies. I am not the only girl that he has been with that he talks to other women. This is a habit he does. He doesn't give two flying shits about a woman. As long as you have a vagina and that you are able to give it to him, that's all he cares about. Ladies, stay clear away from him. I have a picture of him on my profile on here. He is Russian. He's from New York. His mom and dad split. He has mommy issues, severe mommy issues. His dad is a severe alcoholic. He gives his dad a credit card, gets a credit card, gives it to his dad, unless his dad buy him whatever off of it. And then he pays that credit card. And then on top of that, he goes home and he's bitching and complaining about how his dad can't set up Spectrum, which is cable in the house, or his dad doesn't know how to do this, or his dad doesn't know how to do that. And then his mom calls him in my house. She was wanting $100. And he's like, well, do you have a way to go pick it up? And she's like, yeah, I do. And thinking that she can use her medical card, her medical insurance card, to go pick up the $100 from Western Union. And he goes, Mom, I don't have the money right now. And she goes, what? You came from my pussy. How are you not going to give your mom $100? Well, for one, his mom is a druggie. His mom's an alcoholic. His mom only calls him for money or calls one of his friends, starting talking mad crap, thinking it's him, her son, calls from different phone numbers and bouncing from house to house to house in New York. And he claims his mom was a supermodel. Yeah, he showed me pictures of his mom. They were nice pictures. They were decent. And then he showed me a most recent picture that he had of his mom. She blew up. And I think this is where the image of let's body shame women comes from, because of his mom. His mom also tried to burn down their house. His dad is a hoarder. Like, there's no insulation inside the walls downstairs. Upstairs is all well put together. But I'm telling you right now, the basement, you gotta step over shit to get to a light. When you walk in the porch, it's covered in shit. Covered. All you have is a walking path from the porch door to the actual door, the front door of the house. Then he showed me the computer room. Stocked full, you couldn't even move around in there. Goes to the kitchen/living room area. Kitchen table covered in pizza boxes. Multiple days. The couch is covered in shit. You can't sit down. There's no heat in the house. There's no insulation. Shit's stacked. Oh, I have videos of that. I have videos of him showing me around the house. I have him saying, well, what happens if you and Loki come here, which is my dog? I said, no, there's no way in hell I will walk in that damn house. I said, if we're still together and that guy dies, your dad dies, sad to say, but I'm going through that house and we're getting rid of a lot of shit. We are going to have a big dumpster in the front yard for a long time until a lot of shit that's not necessary is gone. I will not live in the house, and you will hire somebody to put insulation and walls and put in a heater. Sorry, I'm not going to live something where you have to walk through paths to get to things. And I asked him, I said, well, where's your bedroom? He goes, oh, that's covered. His dad's bedroom's covered. And this man is a hoarder. My own boyfriend's a freaking hoarder. He doesn't throw shit away. Like, he has shit from stuff where he goes and like gas station, he got a bouncy ball. The bouncy ball was in his car for a long time. And like his trunk of his car never had room. I was buying groceries for him to have snacks on for him to go Ubering. I put groceries in his barracks room. I tried meal prepping with him. I did 5 days worth of meals for either him to choose for lunch and dinner. For dinner, he would want, I would make chicken breast. Make that. Made 5 days worth. And all he would eat was the chicken and left rice. I would put rice at the bottom, mixed vegetables, and then chicken. I did meal prep. I busted my ass for that. And he's like, well, I only ate the chicken. I didn't want the rice and the vegetables. I'm like, look, you gotta have other stuff. besides just protein? And he's like, yeah. And then I would buy stuff for him to make stuff out of his protein shakes or his pre-workouts. I bought fruits and vegetables. I brought fruits so he can make a little smooth, like a little shake, an actual real shake out of it, and put the protein stuff in there. Nope, that went to waste. I had to throw all the shit out. But yet, he spends a lot of money on me. I stopped him from going to college. I stopped him from going to the gym. He spends a lot of money on me. It's my fault that I lost the baby. It's my fault on a lot of stuff. But if you're looking at what I'm saying, it's not my fault. I did not physically stop him from going to the gym. I did not physically stop him from going to school. I didn't physically have the choice to terminate my pregnancy. I didn't physically make him go bowling and pool every damn weekend. I didn't physically make him climb on top of me while I was asleep, medically asleep from medication. I didn't physically make him climb on top of me, pull my drawers down, and have his way with me. I didn't physically make him choke me 5 different occasions. I didn't physically make him go talk to all these women because I had chlamydia. I didn't physically make him do all that. He did all that on his own, and he does it to every girl he gets with. Because the Korean girl told me that he was talking to other women while she was with him. In the same bed together. The Sarah girl told me that there'd be times that they'd be laying in bed watching a movie and another girl would pop up in his Snapchat or Facebook Messenger sending him dirty pictures. Yeah, and then the last girl that he got chlamydia from, I found out who she was. I talked to her. And he's like, yeah, he's only been to my house on 2 occasions. And then the second occasion, I started burning and I had enough and I stopped talking to him. I was like, so he had chlamydia before you? She goes, yeah, because I haven't had sex with anybody in a while. And I was like, do you have kids? She's like, no. And she sent me a picture of what she looks like. She's a big girl, but yet he body shames people. She's not any way, shape, or form of skinny. Or she's not overweight. She's overweight, but she's not average. Like, skinny. Like he claims that he likes. Even the Asian girl was a big girl. The Sarah chick was skinnier than me in all her pictures. I still have her on Facebook. She is scrawnier than me. And then, what man in their right mind will keep a video when they're in a long-term relationship of an ex in New York of him screwing her? Any videos or pictures I had, even regular pictures I had of my ex-husband, gone. Adios. I don't want them in my freaking phone. I don't want nothing to do with him. He's an ex for a reason. But I will make it to where that every girl in this world that searches his name on any page will see this pop up too. You go to YouTube, you pop up Andrey Drozdov, it's gonna pop up his account and my videos at the same time. I have a Facebook for Hawaii. Yeah. There's a big thing about him on there too. And I even made a page. Andrey Drozdov, the alcoholic abuser. Yep. I'm gonna post all crap about him on there. And it's all true, because it's not me making up shit. Because I'm not the only girl. I will literally put pictures of screenshots and messages from other girls. And I will block out their name. And I'll put it on there. Yeah, I'm gonna make it to where the world will not want him. Because apparently he's been this way since grade school. The Julia chick, yeah, she told me he's been like this, the way he treats women. He's been like this since I've known him, and that's grade school. Middle school. He's been like this since middle school. And he's 26 now. I should tell you something. And the reason why he works out is because he was a scrawny nerd kid with big ass ears. I mean, when I say big, I mean like this. Alcoholic, narcissist, woman abuser, womanizer. He doesn't care about women. As long as you have a hole that he can do whatever he wants to, that is perfectly fine. I have the Korean girl. I have Sarah. I have the girl before me. And I have myself. That's 4 women that he's been physical with and lied about. And everything that I have talked to, these women came out and said similar things that I have had to deal with. That's not a lie. That's reality. Everything that I asked them, and they told me their experience with him, fits in the same experience I had with him. But my experience has been a hell of a lot longer than the 3 other women. Pretty sure I will find more. And I have a lot of pictures of his friends. And I'm going to let all his friends that I have pictures of their profile, I'm going to go one by one. And I'll write. I will copy and paste. And I'll let everybody know the type of man he is. He's a narcissist, physical, emotional, mental, verbal, and a rapist times 2. Oh, and he likes looking at my daughter's tits, so child pornography? Yeah, man's sick in the head.